Number 5. Unihertz Tank. Rugged features. This phone has IP68 rating and according to the company can withstand submersion under 1.5 meter of water for 30 minutes. When dropped in seawater, the company recommends submerging the phone in clean water for minutes. The rubber flap is an area of concern for wear and tear should the rubber break off in the future. I'm not sure how it can be repaired to get back the IP68 rating. The bottom should have used the same design as the SIM tray display. The visual experience with watching videos and playing games is enjoyable with the 6.81-inch display. I kinda wish there's a built-in stand to prop up the phone so you don't have to hold it while watching shows. There is no mention of how bright the display is, but it looks bright enough for me under indirect sun. The company has also provided additional plastic and glass screen protectors. Camera. This photo was taken with the 1200 lumen floodlight. The difference is night and day. If you can find a way to mount this on a bicycle, this will light up meters of ground and it can blind people if you point this at them. Above the floodlight is a 20 megapixel infrared camera, 108 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel macro camera. There is no ultra wide or telephoto camera. Battery. The battery life is incredible as you can expect from a 12,000 mAh battery capacity. I used the AccuBattery Pro app to track battery life and measured 34H plus screen on time with auto brightness and 24 plus hours with maximum brightness. If you use the phone's 8 hours day with auto brightness, the phone can last for 4 days. There's fast charging with the 66-watt charger provided, but it will still take a long time to charge a battery this big. According to AccuBattery Pro, charging for 2 hours can get you 65%. RAM of processor. The Meditech MT6789 processor in this phone is released in Q3 2022. It's an entry-level 8-core 2.2 GHz chip designed for 4G smartphones. The phone runs on stock Android 12 with no bloatware. There's 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. There's no micro SD card slot. Overall performance of the phone is fast and smooth even with many apps opened. I tested Genshin's Impact and the gameplay is surprisingly smooth without any lag. Number 4. Oukitel WP15. Rugged features. The Oukitel WP15 is covered by high-quality synthetic rubber and rated with IP68 and IP69K, which means it's dust resistant, scratch resistant, shock and drop resistant and water resistant up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. Moreover, it can withstand high pressure and high temperature washing test and withstand 100 bar, 1450 psi, high water pressure and 80 degrees centigrade high water temperature. Display. The WP15, I will not say that it's the best screen, but in the mid-range category you will get the best value for what you pay. A large and high-quality screen suitable for media consumption. It will most likely be an LCD IPS screen, and that's what the WP15 offers, but that doesn't mean it's bad because it's a big 6.5 inches HD with 18:9 aspect ratio and a very good resolution of 720 into 1600 gives you bright, sharp colors and wide viewing angles, which are more than great for consuming visual content. Camera. So far the technical specifications are good. So let's move on to the realistic performance. In photography under good lighting, the cameras can take really good pictures and capture a lot of details and with beautiful color saturation. So I liked the cameras, but in the night photos they lacked quality with that. Still more than just good cameras considering the price. Battery. Oukitel WP15 has a first and biggest built-in 15600 mAh non-removable LiPo battery that allows 4 days for moderate use such as surfing the internet, Google, YouTube and following social media of course.
the time is less when playing games or using 5G, but it will stay with you for a whole day on one charge. It mostly takes about 5 hours to fully charge 15,600 milliampere using Type-C, and there is fast charging supports 18W. Is not very fast but better than the basic 5 watt or 10 watt. The WP15 supports reverse charging, which allows you to wirelessly charge other Qi-enabled devices by placing them on the back of the device. RAM processor. The graphics processing used here is ARM Mali G57MC2 up to 950 MHz. Not the best, but its value for the price makes up for it so that it performed well in games depending on the type of game and its requirements. However, all you have to do is play on medium settings. More than those settings, yes, you can play games, but not with the perfect experience. Most of the applications run very quickly, and thanks to the 128GB storage capacity, it would be suitable for installing any application you need, with the ability to expand via a micro SD card to 256GB. Number 3. Ulefone Power Armor 18T. Rugged features. The rugged phone has great water and dust resistance. The phone is not just rated at IP68 and IP69K, but also meets military standard 810Z, which means that is fine to be dropped on violently, crushed on all faces and corners. For field workers or outdoor adventures, it's extremely important to ensure that they have the tools with them to help them survive harsh environments. Display. The screen also features a 120Hz 1080 pixel LCD panel, just like the Armor 17 Pro. So it's common to see a rugged phone coming with a 60Hz screen at even just 720p resolution. Now this Armor series combines the advantages of both. And for durability, the screen is covered with Corning Gorilla Glass, which is damaged and scratch resistant. Camera. There's a triple lens camera combination led by a 108 megapixel main camera. Is super high original resolution, supports 9-in-1 pixel binding, which can capture massive light with pretty decent noise control. The sample shot on this camera also live up to the expectations. Battery. The power solution of the 18T is also the best among all the rugged phones. It comes with a 9600 milliampere large battery capacity with the support of 66 watt fast charging. In addition, it also inherits the 15 watt wireless charging support on the Armor 17 Pro. RAM processor. As for performance, the 18T is also better than most rugged models. It's powered by the Dimensity 905G chipset, which is also a well-known chipset among the MTK flagship series. The rugged phone is available in the great versions with 12GB RAM and 256GB ROM, and also supports storage expansions with a TF card.
Number 2. Blackview BL8800 Pro. Rugged features. The Blackview BL8800 Pro has passed through the usual standards for protections, including the MIL STD 810H military standard. This means it can withstand drops, vibrations, extreme temperatures, rain, humidity, and other harsh conditions. It also has an IP68 rating for protections against dust and water submersions up to a depth of 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. Display. It is smooth and fast in terms of scrolling and animations. It may not be the phone for those who are heading for a 90Hz or 120Hz screen, but we can still confidently say that the BL8800 Pro screen shines against most odds, including bright or direct sunlight hitting it on front. Camera. The photos clicked in daylight managed to maintain the reliability of the sensors with pleasing color, definition, detail, and proper exposures and ultra accuracy. When using the 50 megapixel camera to shoot an image of a written script, 30 meters away, the content is still fairly legible after zooming in the picture. As for portraits, the 16 megapixel camera can even capture your smallest strand of hair on the forehead. BL8800 Pro is ampered by a FLIR Ulefone thermal imaging camera that allows users to see and even measures heat regardless of lighting conditions. Battery. The phone bears a 3880 mega battery that leads us through an entire day with ease. Daily usage with 5 to 6 hours screen time can barely kill the battery at the end of the day. Note that the standby time surpasses 700 hours, making it more than suitable for people who aim for an outdoor explorations. But if you manage to chew away the battery, the 333-watt fast charge gets you back to 100% real quick in just 1.5 hours. RAM processor. Everything is butter smooth and responsive even in high graphic or big title games such as PUBG, Asphalt, Nitro or COD Mobile. The phone excels in almost anything thrown at it. BL8800 Pro runs Android 11 with personalized dock OS 3.0 on top. There are an enormous wealth of customized options around the UL to tailor your interactions as per your liking.
Number 1. Ulefone Power Armor 19. Rugged features. Power Armor 19 is splash, water and dust resistant and was tested under controlled laboratory conditions with a rating of IP68 under IEC standard 60529. Maximum depth of 1.5 meters up to 30 minutes. Display. The improved strength of the monoblock and a huge battery negatively affected the width of the display frames, the thickness of the case, but it's hard not to praise the designers for choosing the original texture of the black panel, a stylish block of 3 photo modules, and a laser thermometer, and an abundance of metal decorative elements. The 6.58-inch screen is made using IPS technology. The resolution of the IPS panel 2408 into 1080 pixel. Its refresh rate 120 Hz. Camera. The main 108, 8 and 5 megapixel cameras are topped by a solid sensor from Samsung, providing a really wide range of daytime photography opportunities. Even the capture of moving objects occurs without strong blurring. It is more difficult to create a high-quality frame in the evening due to the lack of optical stabilization. Battery. The energy efficiency of the CPU is decent, and if you remember the battery capacity of 9600 mAh, then the claims of autonomy disappear entirely. The gadget functions up to 2 to 3 days of active use, supports wireless charging, RAM or processor. Technical characteristics are simpler than those of a more expensive predecessor, but they are still sufficient for many resource-intensive tasks. The MediaTek Helio G99 processor has not lost its relevance, and in conjunction with 12 GB of RAM and the Mali Z57 MC2 video accelerator scores more than 350,000 points in the N22 benchmark, copes with the smooth rendering of the Android 12 interface, and is ready to give comfortable gameplay even in Genshin Impact. But there is a caveat. You have to set the minimum graphics settings.